Hey, this is question number 27. I am going to answer this, and then I'm going from the January 2023 Regents Algebra 1 Regents exam. I'm going to upload it to my channel, my playlist. All right, so what you see, or what you should see, is we have an inequality. Negative 2/3 x plus 6 is greater than a negative 12. They want us to solve for this algebraically. So I'm going to do it algebraically, and then I'm going to show you that if you struggle with the algebra for any reason, or if you want to check your answer, you can easily do that by graphing it. But you got to understand what the graph is trying to tell you. All right, so I'm going to start by doing it algebraically. So I'm going to make this red. So I'm going to write the inequality. We're trying to get x by itself. So the very first thing that we should do is we should move the 6 to the other side. So I'm going to draw a line down here. So this is going to be minus 6. So whatever I do to the left-hand side, I do to the right-hand side. So this is going to be a negative 18. This is going to be a negative 2/3 x, right? And then in order to get rid of this, I can either multiply by a negative 3/2, or I can just divide both sides by a negative 2/3, which is basically doing the same thing. So remember, when you divide by a fraction, it's keep, change, flip. So it's going to be a negative 18 divided by a negative 2/3. So that's a negative 18 times a negative 3/2. So this is going to be negative 9. And so a negative 9 times a negative 3 is going to be a positive 27. So I have x is 1x is something 27. Now, the rule for inequality is that you have to divide or multiply by a negative number. You have to flip the inequality. So it was greater than, now it's going to be less than. So it's 1x is less than 27. That's your answer. Keep it moving. All right, now I'm going to show you how to graph it. So I'm going to go to the graph, and then now I can't graph it as a function, but I can graph it as a relation. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to key this in. So control divide, it's going to be a negative 2/3 x plus 6. And then we're going to say it's greater than a negative 12. So greater than a negative 12. And then we just put this into the calculator. Now, you're going like, well, what is this? It just shaded everything. All right. The reason that it's shaded is it's saying that it's trying to help you kind of understand this. Now, so don't freak out when you see all this color. What you should do is you should do menu 51. Right. And what that's going to do is that's going to take you to the edge. So let me do this. Can I grab this and move this out of the way? Why can't I move this equation? So if I move this arrow, it's telling me that the x value is 27. Now, the other thing that you should see is that this inequality, or this line here, is dashed. It's not solid. So that's telling you that it's going to be less than. So this is a vertical line. The vertical line is at 27. And remember what I told you all year. Whenever you see a vertical line, that's always going to be an x value. So this is saying x is 27. But what the dashed line is saying is that it's not equal to 27. It's going to be less than 27. Well, actually, the fact that the shading is on the left means that it's less than. If the shading were on the right of the 27, it would be x is greater than 27. But in this case, you would say x value is 27, and the shading is indicating that it must be less than 27. So that kind of confirms our answer. If we go back here, we can see that the shading is on the left, so it means that x is less than 27. And that's it. We're going to go over more of these inequalities, so don't freak out if this doesn't make complete sense to you, because we will get to this, and I'll show you more about this. But for now, that's it. All right, so let me stop this.